12 years in that division, and they're out.
Hey guys, welcome back to SEADOGS Can Fly. This is episode 45, and last time out you may remember we beat Liverpool in the Champions League quarter-final. We've had two more games against them since, which we'll get to in just a second, but today we've got a triple header for you. We're at St James's Park to start with against Newcastle. That could win us the Premier League title before we come up against Real Madrid in the Champions League semis first leg. We're going to skip the Tottenham game and go straight to the Bernabeu for the final game of today's episode. That's going to see if we can get through to the final of the Champions League and add to the Europa League that we won last season. We've already lifted the League Cup this season, as well as some smaller competitions like the Charity Shield. Let's see if we can add the title in just a second. But right guys, let's get you all up to date on those two games. So after beating Liverpool in the Champions League, we came up against them in the FA Cup semi-final. Really frustrating game this one. Brewster got on the lead on the 10th minute, but Joey Stevens bagged two on the 16th and then the 25th minute. We were rampant. I thought we were going to come away with the win, but Tadipo equalised just before half time before Lee Coyle scored on the 50th minute and Vinicius Jr. on the 63rd. All their goals came from counter-attacks down the wing with lightning speed, and the stats tell a story. We had 6 clear-cut chances and 4 half chances to their 1 clear-cut and 3 half. Very, very frustrated that we couldn't convert the opportunities, but in the second game off camera we beat them 3-1 at home. This was in the league, so it set us up nicely for today's game, and Stevens scored in the 39th minute before Lee Coyle equalised, then Meyer and Belkayat scored. Again, the stats speak volumes. We had 7 clear-cut chances in this game, so we should have really had the game wrapped up well before we did. The match at St James's Park is going to be huge. I am resting all of my key players because I need them available for that massive match against Real Madrid. However, I believe if we win today, we should lift the title because we have a better head-to-head record against Man United and we'll be 12 points clear of them. They've only got 4 games remaining. I could be wrong there. We'll find out in just a second if we do indeed win. We've never lost nor drawn to Newcastle before, and looking at the team that they may be fielding, we have got a cracking chance here. I mean, Luciano's their best player probably, their striker. Decent player, but not to the level of squad that we've got. We're sticking with decoy. It's certainly been my preferred tactic in the second half of the season, and let's see how we get on. If we can somehow manage to get the victory here without any problems, then that's going to leave us with loads of Premier League games at the end of the season where we can choose who we play and who we don't. It's going to set us up very nicely indeed for that second leg against Real Madrid, because remember we've got Tottenham away in the game after this. Now again, I don't hold out much hope for that match, but if we draw this game, then it may well be a case of we need to actually get a draw against Tottenham as well, because we've still got some very tough games coming up. We've got Arsenal away, West Ham at home, so that's one I expect to win, but we've Gitti and Alvarado. We've also got Norwich away as well, who are no mugs. So a real tough run in to try and wrap up the title. So if we can get it done here at St James's Park, which Alvarado's given us a great opportunity to do, nearly, then yeah, that would be fantastic for us really. It means that we don't have to be too concerned with the run-in at the end of the season. Ball's working its way back to Bazunu, who goes long. Laird picks up the pieces. Alzate from midfield finds Damsgaard, and that is back of the net. Nicely played by Newcastle, and it's 1-1. The long throw here, Alvarado. Keeper didn't come for it in the end, it was too crowded, but El Id to Alvarado to Tezar. Suga, what a strike that is, cutting inside onto his preferred left foot. Suga gets his 16th goal of the season. The golden boy of the year does it again. Philippe Tezar with the assist there, but a very simple one that is. Love the way he shifts it onto his left foot and then finds the bottom corner. 2-1. Mariba's dispossessed Lard and Palm has scored. Sorry, that was some short commentary. I was kind of daydreaming a bit and didn't expect the chance. We'll watch the replay though. It was actually from a throw in this, so Lard to Alzate. Mariba with the high press finds Palm. That's usually the best way for us to score, to be honest, because it pulls players out of position. So when they're playing quite deep, that's when we get our opportunities. Zephy is on a booking, so we'll tell him to ease off the tackles. And every time Newcastle get that ball, they're launching it forward, and we're just coming straight back at them. Alvarado, though, straight to Keller. It's half time, we're 3-1 up, and Newcastle have had one shot on target all game. I wasn't expecting it to be this easy, in all honesty. I thought they'd have put up more of a fight than they have done. But we've also played really well. Alvarado and Yusuga have been fantastic from the wings, as has Mariba from that deep line playmaker role, which actually we're going to get him off now because I want him rested up for the next game in case he's going to need to be called upon. I think we'll also bring off Alvarado so that he's going to have fresh legs for the next game. And I'm also going to bring on Grasso for Yusuga. Again, I want to have options on the wings, and they do work very hard in this system, so I don't want them too fatigued for the next match. With the clock ticking down, guys, it's on the 68th minute now. I'm actually going to switch to cautious. That's mainly to rest everybody's legs. Again, this is all about being ready for the Champions League now. Belkaya, ooh, nice. Overhead kick, but that's out for a corner. Here we go with the corner. El Id. Swings one in to Dembele though, led, and they've dealt with that. On the counter-attack with Fiat Arp, he's come off the bench. He's working the channels there, and that could have been a poor challenge, but it looks like Lemur's injured himself. Don't believe it. Don't believe I've just brought him on. It looks like he's really done his ankle or his foot or something. That's a nightmare. I needed him for the Champions League as well. I just thought bringing him on for the last half an hour wouldn't do any harm, because I needed to rest Mariba. We do not want to lose Lemur. He's the playmaker. Well, we'll have to see at the end of the game what the damage is there. El Id crosses for Agasea. That is a great pass, that. El Id's done really well towards the end of the season. Struggled against some of the bigger teams, but he's only 16 years old, so what do you expect? As the clock ticks down, this is probably the last chance, I would say. El Id again with another great cross, and Zelenkov's is on the end of that to make it 4-1, finishing the game off in style. My mind's already turned to the news feed to see what's happened with Lemur, to be honest, but that was a really nicely worked goal. Should see us as champions. Well, it hasn't gone straight to it, so I can only assume that means that we can't be champions then. Let's have a look. So Man United have 3 games left. They can get 9 points, and they are 9 points behind us. But in my mind, our head-to-head record is better against them. We've scored more goals. It must be that if both teams have won their respective games against each other, it goes back to goal difference, which is all but guaranteed, surely. Can they bridge a gap of 9 goals? Or is that 12 goals, 11 goals now, sorry? I'm not sure. Well, I'm afraid we're going to need one more point to guarantee the title, guys. And there you have it, guys. It's a twisted ankle, so 3 to 4 weeks for Brendan Lemur, which is a bit of a pain, but it could be worse. We've got other players who can play in the deep line playmaker position. It's just that they don't do it quite as well as this kid does. He's been fantastic for us. Looks like Mariba's going to have to feature there. Right, let's get straight to that Champions League game, semi-final against Real Madrid at home. So the big days here, semi-final, Champions League, first leg. Real Madrid are 6-4 favourites, we're 13-8. They're in strong form, we're in inconsistent form, but in fairness, we've had 4 matches against Liverpool, so what can you expect there? We're going to be playing the usual decoy system with the 3 at the back and the 4 in the middle with the 2 up front and AMC. They should be playing a 4-2-3-1. Looks like a tasty looking team. Doku up front is a very, very speedy customer, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. But he isn't of the same class as we've come up against Liverpool, so with Dybala. Kulusevski, again, not lightning fast, I wouldn't say. Really, really good player. 19 goals, 16 assists this season, but he's not going to offer that same threat that we've come up against where we struggled on the wings with that speed. The same again with Cherki. They've got some really good technical players, Real Madrid, but none of them have lightning fast speed. Be very interesting to see what that does in the match engine. Yuri Tielemans has joined them from Leicester. He's one of their central midfielders, really good passer of the ball, and Camavinga's their deep line playmaker. To be fair, I would have thought he'd have developed a bit more than that by now at the age of 24. Looks like a pretty strong back line as well. This will be a really interesting game. I think it's going to be a lot tighter than the media are predicting. I haven't even told you about our team yet, have I? Sorry. We have Lemur out, as you know. We've got Pizzani still injured, and Brignoni's only just come back from injury. He's our best centre-back by quite some way, really. Storico's a good player, but not as well-rounded. So we are definitely going to miss him, the Italian. Zelenkovs is going to come in at the back instead. Young, 18-year-old Latvian. Let's hope that he doesn't let us down. We've got the three main men up top, Monroe, Stevens, Silveira. Agassi is getting the nod on the left wing. He has played really well in the Champions League this season with 3 goals and 3 assists, so I want to keep going with him. Grasso's developed quite a bit of late, and he's got 2 goals and 3 assists in the Champions League, so again, I want to stick with that pairing. Mariba is going to be the main man from deep line playmaker. He has been fantastic this season with 10 goals and 8 assists, so let's hope he can add to that. Mayer's going to be an interesting one. He's a bit of a flat player, is how I describe him. He's got really well-rounded attributes, good physicals, but nothing really stands out to me on the technical side. So hopefully he can be that workhorse to break up play in the middle of the pitch, get us the ball back, and launch some counter-attacks, because today that's probably what it's going to be about. We might be under the cosh a little bit. I can imagine Real Madrid trying to control the game. That's the type of team they've got. But we all know what Decoy can do on the counter-attack, and Mariba headers over. So far this season we have had some real mixed results against a 4-2-3-1. When teams have got speed and they really focus their play down the wings, we have struggled massively against a 4-2-3-1, especially away from home. Munro's in behind, and a good save there by the keeper. Oh, nearly, but the chance is still alive. Grasso cleared by Jimenez. Mariba back to Storico, and the highlight finishes, and we got an injury. Don't believe it. Mariba, another foot injury. Fucking hell. Mind my language. This is just typical FM. When everything's going well, it just screws you over. Lemur off the bench in the last game got injured with a foot injury. Now Mariba, the other playmaker we've got, the other passing maestro, gets injured with a similar, what looks like anyway, a similar injury. We'll have to see how we get by in the rest of the game. We've got El Id in the deep line playmaker role now, and I do not want to go to the Bernabeu with a 0-0 draw or even a narrow win, really. We need to be winning this game by more than 1 goal. Great goal by Agassi. Great goal. We need to win this game by more than 1 goal if we're going to have a chance of progressing to the final, I think. Look at this for a strike. He takes on his man inside, has it all to do, but boom. That is why Agassi is playing over the Costa Rican. Real Madrid start the highlight off. They're really struggling at the back with our press. And just as I say that, they almost find a pass. Monroe to Stevens. Agassi has done it again. The Romanian's 10th goal of the season is even better than his first goal in this game. We have got to show some appreciation for this strike. Silveira to Monroe. This was so well worked. Stevens unselfish there, and Agassi, that is out of the top drawer. He is turning up on such a big occasion. We've actually only had 1 clear-cut chance. Now, all the times that we've struggled in games, we've had like 7 clear-cut chances and 2 half chances. That is when we struggle to get results. We've only had 1 clear-cut chance in this game. We're already 2-0 up. So hopefully the tide could be turning with our luck in these types of games. And Agassi, he's found Stevens. 3-0. Joey Stevens with his 29th of the season. I just hope that Mariba injury isn't too bad, because it'd be such a shame to have a cracking lead here and end up with both of them missing. 9 shots, 5 on target. Real Madrid have had 1 shot on target all game. Let's just hope it stays that way. I don't want to go changing things up, because we've played so well in the first half, and every time they've tried clearing that ball forward, we've picked up the pieces. So I'm going to make a few subs in a minute as well, I think. Get some fresh legs onto the pitch. See this highlight out first? Thrown long. Reguin. Odegaard. Cherky to Zirkzee. who is running in behind. Good tackle, Kulusevski. Ooh, easy save for Bazunu. Thank God for that. Right, it's time for the changes, guys. So I'm going to have Grasso off for Yusuga. And I think we're going to go up front for the other one. We're going to bring Monroe off, and I'm going to have Palm on because he's played so well over the last few games. And I think he deserves his chance in Europe as well as Grasso. El-Id, Monroe, top corner. What a goal by Dylan Monroe. It's his 22nd of the season. He's played a bit part this season due to being in that pressing forward role, which he isn't a massive fan of, in fairness. He's got the attributes, but he's not best placed there. He's better as an advanced forward, and that is why, because he has a finish in his locker just like that. Lovely assist there by Silveira as well. Agassi is on a 9.3, and there's no wonder Monroe goes off the pitch with an 8.3. Well, the clock's run down. We're now into the 83rd minute, and Real Madrid have not had a sniff. We saw that one opportunity there with Kulusevski, which, to be honest, was a tame effort and never really looked like anything was going to happen from it. And they've just not been up for this game at all so far. We've pressed them really well all match and put them into a position where they've made mistakes, and we've benefited. 3 wonder strikes have given us the lead, and we're doing it again. Silveira, he's done it. 5-0. Lucas Silveira, 7th goal of the season, and it's 5-0. I kind of don't believe this, to be honest. I thought that we would be squeezing our way through this match and then really sweating it out in the second leg. But so far, it looks like we're going to be going through to the final of the Champions League. 5-0, 18 shots, 12 on target. We only had 1 clear-cut chance in that game. But every time we struck the ball, it hit the back of the net. What a performance. The team turned up there. Let's see what this injury is to Mariba, though. Don't believe it's another sprained ankle. Another fucking sprained ankle. 4 to 5 weeks he's out for. So let's try and do some math here. Right, guys, the Champions League final's on the 29th of May. We're on the 27th of April right now, which is here. So that gives him about a week there. That's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Ooh, that's going to be touch and go, isn't it? He may just be back in time for the Champions League final. We're going to have to wait and see. Lemur definitely should be. Yeah, he's out for between 8 days and 3 weeks now, so he should hopefully be back. Just maybe not match fit, which would be a bit frustrating, but we'll have to see what happens there. Off camera, while I've been scrolling through, we got the semi-final result for the other game. That was Leipzig against Barcelona, played in Germany, and Barcelona won 2-1. They have one hell of a team, and they played a 4-1-4-1 in that game. Little bit concerned about that, because I don't think our system, Decoy, will stand up very well to that formation at all. Don't like the idea of them playing a DMC. Although at the same time, I also don't like the idea of playing Leipzig, because they caused us loads of problems last season in the Europa League final. But we're talking about a Champions League final not even in yet. We've got to get past Real Madrid in the second leg, which we're going to see shortly. First of all, let's get through this game against Tottenham away from home, where we could lift the Premier League title. We're going to do this one off camera. This is it, guys. This is the moment that's won us the Premier League title. Alvarado, scrambled, Tezar, bottom corner. It's the crappiest goal you're ever going to see in this league, but we were the better team. Tottenham never even turned up in this match. Look at the match stats. They had a clear-cut chance, yes, but we equalled them in every other area and even dominated possession, despite having a completely second-string 11 out there. That confirms the title for us. Absolutely over the moon with that. Fully deserved, in my opinion. 88 points won already. We've got another 4 games to go. We're not going to pick up many more points because we've got some tough matches coming up, but we've definitely lifted the title. So that goes to our League Cup and our UEFA Super Cup title as well. And now we're going to be playing Real Madrid in the semi-final second leg to see if we can get through to the final. Barcelona won 4-0 against Leipzig. This was in the other semi-final, so we are going to be up against Barcelona. And I want your thoughts in the comments, guys. What do you think we should be doing in the final? Should we sustain that 5-0 lead. Surely we can't throw that away in this game you're about to see. What should we do against Barcelona if we make it through? Should we change systems? Should we keep with decoy? Do you think the 3-4-1-2 would be okay against this type of tactic? Or do you think we should be using something else? And if so, what else should we be using? They've got one hell of a team, loads of talent in there. Fatty is extremely fast on the left side. That's going to be a massive concern. You all know we struggle with pacing behind. Haaland's fast, and they've got loads of creativity. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. What would you do in my position? Decoy is a fantastic system, but we all know it has its weaknesses. It got shown up against Liverpool, although they were playing a 4-2-3-1 with an attacking midfielder and 2 wide attacking midfielders. So it's hard to know where the issues are, but they're definitely in behind those wingers because we've got the 3 centre-backs who have to then push out wide, and that creates gaps in the defence. On to Real Madrid, the Bernabeu. They are favourites yet again, despite us thrashing them in the first leg. We are now on strong form, they're now on inconsistent form, so the tables have turned. My scouts think they should be using the same lineup, identical to the first leg, which hopefully gives us a little bit of hope. We're almost identical ourselves. Malé, Brignone, Storico at the back. Brignone is coming in because he's now not injured. Tezar's going to have to play the deep line playmaker role instead of Mariba or Lemur, who would have preferred there. Likewise, Mariba or Lemur would have probably played the CM role as well. Meyer is going to play there. Physically dominant, so he should be able to handle a physical game. The rest of it is pretty much full strength. Let's see if Agasea, the Romanian, can turn up like he did in the last game. He may not look like an awful lot at the age of 19 by his attributes, but this kid, when we need him, he turns up. That's what I love about him. Okay, guys, let's get into the Bernabeu. This has been such a crazy season so far. We've now lifted the title along with the League Cup and the Super Cup, and we should be progressing to the Champions League final, where we'll have to play Barcelona. If we can get through, if we can do it, we'll have beaten the biggest teams in the competition. We beat Liverpool, that was a tough match, and they are such an exceptional squad, probably the best in the world. Real Madrid no mugs, even with a slightly lesser team than you'd maybe expect. A lack of new gens in there possibly. There's still a fantastic 11. So to go and thrash them the way we did in the first leg, and we'll see what happens in this one, is absolutely amazing. If we do somehow manage to overcome Barcelona, we'll have beaten the best teams in the world. And Grasso nearly scores. Real Madrid really seem to struggle with that floating winger role as they cut inside onto their stronger feet. Meyer with a great little pass over top there to Stevens. Bit of a searching ball, but the kid has speed. And he finds Grasso, who can't convert despite his decent jumping, reach and heading. And this is an opportunity here for Real Madrid. And Silveira takes one for the team there. It's a free kick. I say it takes one for the team. Who's hanging over this? Odegaard. Ooh, dodgy keeper. Dodgy keeper. 1-0 to Real Madrid. Long throw. And it is in. That one just came out as all of a sudden. I was daydreaming, but we will watch the replay. We won a long throw from a nothing opportunity, really. Grasso loves it from those positions. Stevens on the end of it. Courtois can't get over his own defender, and that is now 1-1. We have the all-important away goal, and hopefully we can see this game out now. Second free kick of the game for Real Madrid. They got one from the first, but Bazunu gets down to his right and saves this time. Corner for Real Madrid. The danger is not over. Cherky. Ooh, terrible miss from Camavinga. They should have been back in front there. Well, it's been a strange old half. We've had 3 clear-cut chances, 3 half chances, and Real Madrid have had 3 clear-cut chances. Yet there's only been a goal apiece. As Grasso gets the ball in, but I think there's a foul, is there? Yeah, Militao was shoved, unfortunately. Agassi is not having the same impact he did in the first leg. He's on a 6.3, unfortunately. I would imagine that's probably due to some defensive errors, maybe, or probably some a lack of completing his runs, maybe. Agassi has been booked as well, so we're going to have to tell him to ease off the tackles. We're now down to the 55th minute. This game is all but wrapped up as Stevens dodges his man. He's run the channel really well there, and Munro slides in to score. That's his grit and hard work paying off right there. Assist from Joey Stevens, his strike partner. They've had a great little working relationship this season, and that sends us 2-1 up at the Bernabeu. highlight here. Real Madrid trying to get back into the game. Reguilon. Cherky, what's he going to do? Good cross, Kulusevski down to Doku. It's now 2-2. Of course, from that first leg, we are still okay, easily still okay, and set up nicely for the counter-attacks, but that one was dodgy. That was very, very dodgy indeed. Storico to Brignone, back to the keeper. Malé, out wide. Agasea, can he do something this time? Good pass, Stevens. The Englishman can't finish. Right, we're going to make some substitutions in a second, guys. Let's see this highlight through. As Monroe goes over the top, Silveira, the Brazilian, finds Stevens. Is he going to pass? Yes, he is. Grasso. Ooh, nearly got another goal there. Still remains at 2-2. Real Madrid, though, on the counter-attack here with Odegaard. He's had a good game. He's just not really finished. And Grasso with a rash challenge there. Now we will have an opportunity to score, and from this range I think he probably will. Odegaard. Oof, just wide. Time to make some changes, guys. So we are going to have Agasea off because he has been pretty woeful today. I think we're also going to have Monroe off for Palm, and then I think we should probably have Silveira off as well. I'm actually going to bring Belkaya on, give him a go, because he's very fast, fantastic at dribbling, and we are going to be on for the counter-attack now because Real Madrid have to throw everything at this. The clock's ticking down. We've literally got 12 minutes remaining. The game is over. We just need to not do anything stupid, end up getting any silly red cards that will get people wiped out for the final or injuries. They've gone 3-2 ahead now in the leg, but it doesn't matter. The game is wrapped up. We are 3-7 ahead on aggregate. 10 minutes remaining. Come on, guys. Grasso with the corner. Oh, my days. That is an awful own goal. What a way to concede. Denise Popov there. Not quite sure how that happened, but a Grasso in swinging. Oh, just terrible. All round terrible. Well, 3-3. It's still open to actually win the second leg even, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought we'd have probably lost this game, but to be fair, we've done reasonably well. Camavinga to Militao. Militao. Good tackle by Belkaya off the bench. Palm, the other substitute, is now charging forward from the pressing forward role. But that was a terrible finish. That's one of the reasons he doesn't play more often. And that is it. That is all she wrote. 3-3 at the Bernabeu. We had 6 clear-cut chances and 4 half chances. They had a boatload of chances as well. But I'm happy with that. That is a fantastic result. We go through 8-3 on aggregate to play Barcelona in the final of the Champions League. We've also won the Premier League title. This is the sort of thing dreams are made of, isn't it? Look at that. 29th of May, we will be playing Barcelona. Now, let's have a quick look at the schedule, guys. Scroll all the way to that game and let's see if anyone's not available. They think we may have all of those players that were injured back, possibly. Fingers crossed for that. Right, we're going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to play all these games off camera just to get through. We've got some massive fixture congestion, but we're just going to basically manage players' fatigue and make sure they're all ready for the big game and there's no injuries, hopefully. Join me for that one. It's going to be a massive one. And in all honesty, guys, that is probably going to be the last episode of the series because I'm getting tired now and I need to take a break before we get towards Football Manager 2021. So join me for the next episode. It's most likely going to be the last one of the series, chaps. And what a way it would be to finish it if we can overthrow the Spanish Giants. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you haven't done so, do subscribe and click the bell button. And if you enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up. It'd really help the channel. Catch you later.